when I first sat down to write this book, what the publisher had asked me to do at the beginning, he said, I'd like you to do something with servant leadership. That's kind of what I had in mind. And then as I got into it, I really liked the idea of a shepherd for several different reasons, but the biggest one being that shepherds know how to individualize the care that the sheep need, and so they know how to say, hey, this sheep, I get it. I know what their temperament's like, and they if all I have to do is point them to the water, and they're going to go there. This sheep over here, I got to pull out my staff and I got to nudge them along a little bit to get them to the water. And this sheep likes to be close to me, and this sheep, wants to just kind of know that I'm there, but I don't have to be really close. So it's very individualized. But I think that we have to think about ourselves as well. And these two chapters that kind of go hand in hand is that we have a unique temperament and personality and gift package make up that God has given us on purpose. So he knows where we're going to be and the people we need to minister to and the challenges that we're going to be facing. And he's given us what we need to be excellent in those and to represent him well and to glorify his name there. And so it as I was kind of reflecting on my own life and looking at other leaders, one of the things that really stood out to me, if you've ever taken like a temperaments assessment or a personality test or something, you know that when you get the results back and you look at it, you're usually pretty lopsided. There's usually like one part that just kind of like balloons way out, and then you got these other little ones on the side. And that's okay. That's not something that we say. We don't use that to make an excuse. Well, you'll just have to pardon me because this is the way that I am. But I think on the other side too, we want to be very careful about not overplaying to that strength. And by that I mean, we just kind of naturally go to it because we're good at it. So I would use it like this. You've probably had an experience where somebody has said to you something like, well, how did you do that? Or how did you see that? And you can't really explain to them the steps. You just go, I don't know. I just did it. I just saw it. And that's because that's the way that God wired you to just be good in that area or to spot something that other people don't. Well, that means that if we didn't see it, if we couldn't like say, here's the steps of how we got there, then that means we just can subconsciously, unconsciously just go to that all the time. And what I wanted to do in these two chapters is try to get leaders to step back a little bit and say, there are two components of leadership that are very valuable. One is having the confidence to lead, and the other one is having the humility to know that I'm not all that in a bag of chips. There are other people as well. And I think that a lot of leaders just naturally tend towards one of those poles or the other, one of those naturally confident, naturally humble. We don't make excuses for those, but I think we do need to look at it and say, is that possibly something that could diminish my leadership because I just unconsciously go to it without even thinking about it? And so